from Mace on everything that led up to that when Jake chats with him coming up here momentarily. But Rivera, part of his dominance last night, 7 scoreless innings. We did have a little get-together on the field, and he kept the game scoreless. Neither team had a run. Rivera finishing a 1-2-3-6.
To the plate here, and a swing and a miss. There's that split. Strikeout number 8 ends the 6th inning. 1-2-3 frame for Eduardo Rivera.
And that 8th strikeout at the time tied his Revs career high. He would finish with a new best with 9. Nelly Rodriguez broke the seal on the scoreless drought in the 6th.
They play Nelly to a similar pool in the infield, but straight away in the outfield. Pitch. Breaking ball driven out to left field towards the nemesis. It is gone! Nelly puts the Revs on the board. Number 18 for the big fella. Well, it was only a matter of time till he saw a pitch he could drive and did not miss it.
At his 18th of the year, Revs added a big insurance run, manufacturing one an inning later. Wells is ready. Here's the 0-1. And a swing and a drive, right center field. This is hit well. Collier is back. So is Lee. And Lee to catch out near the track. But Perez will score. Nunez heads to third. And Elmer Reyes with a sac fly. Driven to deep right center, and the Revs now lead it 2-0 here in the 7th. As Southern Maryland got a run off to Gus in the 8th, but Roniel Rowdies came in and kept York on top. Rowdies has movement on everything he throws. He's ready, setting up away. 0-2 is swung on and missed. He struck him out. A cutter. It took him 3 pitches, and he marches right off to the dugout with the lead still intact. Revs combined to strike out the side in the 8th. They've struck out 12 Blue Crabs tonight. And then a 2-out rally in the bottom of the 8th inning for another big insurance run. Pitch to Nunez. Swing and a line drive. Base hit center field. Stokes giving the go sign. Collier up throwing. One hop. Slide safe at the plate. Stokes scores. Revs lead 3-1. John Nunez rips it up the middle. And then in the 9th inning, Jim Fuller on for the save. The Blue Crabs would again cut it to 1 run. Couple of base hits to start the inning and an RBI ground out, but with the tying run at third, Fuller finishing it off. Tying run at third, first pitch, a swing on a ground ball, second base. Jeffrey's got it, throws to first, and this game is over. Revs win 3-2 as Fuller gets lead, a ground out on 1 pitch. Hit sharply, but right at Perez, and the Revs have snapped the skid, and they win. Yeah, 3-2 final last night. Fuller saving it for Rivera, who went 7 scoreless. We'll take a quick break. Mace joins us. We'll hear about all of it on the Racehorse Tavern Managers Report up next.
High school football returns this Saturday with our Game of the Week presented by Wellspan Sports Medicine. Join Jake Ness and Andy Bria Saturday at 12:30 from Central as the Central York Panthers host the Central Dauphin Rams in a big non-conference Week 1 showdown. It'll be a new look for the Panthers, who look to stay on top this season. They'll welcome a traditional power in CD, one of the opponents they knocked off en route to the state final 2 years ago. Central versus Central Dauphin Saturday at 12:30 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Catch the Revs all season on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports. Fans, it's time to go inside the clubhouse for the latest on your York Revolution and tonight's matchup. It's time for the Racehorse Tavern Managers Report. Now here's the manager of the Revs, Mark Mason.
All right, Mace, big win last night, and I think most importantly, got to shut down that losing skid, which I'm sure made everyone a little more confident. But, I mean, the secret to last night's success had to be Rivera. We talked about yesterday how he's got great stuff when he's on, and it was really special to watch yesterday.
Yeah, he was He was really good yesterday, and it was mostly fastball dominant, which is his best pitch by far. And he had a really good one yesterday, and then that just made all the off-speed even, harder to hit.
And the one thing we know about Rivera is he likes to work fast. A lot of the times last night they tried to slow him down a little bit. In the fifth, it sort of got everyone's emotions high to start it off, and obviously a little skirmish happened as well. What can you tell us about really what went down from your perspective?
Just verbal. Yeah, it was just some verbal stuff. Rivera's, get in the box. Like, let's go, get in the box. And the hitter wants time. And I think probably what sparked it a little bit for Eddie was, he's in the process of delivering the ball and the umpire gives time out, and that's, as an umpire, you don't have to grant time. You don't, right? So, but as a pitcher, when you're in the middle of trying to throw the ball and they tell you to stop, that's a good way to get injured. So, I've seen guys in the past actually bean hitters in that situation because, first of all, it doesn't count as a hit batter, and that's like kind of old school baseball. I'm not saying that's what you want to do, but I've seen it happen where somebody throw behind somebody. There was a YouTube video this year from a AAA guy that went through the same thing and threw the ball like 6 inches behind the batter's head. So, it's just pitchers. Everybody has an edge when they're out there playing, the hitter, the pitcher, and it was more verbal than anything. And I think why Walker probably got ejected was he went to the mound. So, the umpires would look at that as initiating, the confrontation because you actually went to the mound, So, it was what it was. It wasn't a big deal, but, it cost them Walker for the game. And, players have to know better. Like, you can jaw from a distance, but to actually go to the mound like you want to initiate, some type of physical, whatever it is, that's when you're going to get ejected.
A couple times last night, guys had to tiptoe their way out of danger. In the seventh, things started off, laid down a sacrifice bunt, and obviously got on base because of maybe some missed coverages. What really broke down on that bunt?
You know what, I don't know. I think that's the second time that we've actually done that. And in that situation, you have a runner at first base. If the hitter shows bunt early, first baseman charge, third base charge, and second base covers first base. That's bunt 101 coverage, right? But, sometimes second basemen are like, well, what if they pull it back and slap it, or they push bunt it past the pitcher's mound and there's nowhere to make a play? Well, if they do that, then you tip your cap. But the chance of that happening are very slim, as opposed to in that situation, they want to move the runner. So we have to figure it's going to be a sacrifice bunt. So, we just were a little late getting to first base. And, we've talked about it now a couple times, so I don't believe we'll see it happen anymore.
And this is a lineup that usually gets a lot of their runs from the power, but last night you got to use a little small ball to do that. Herrera laid down a beautiful sac bunt. Elmer got the sac fly, and obviously the home runs are fun, but being able to churn runs together like that has to be nice as well.
No, I'm not really a bunt guy, especially but in that situation, they have a lefty pitch in Herrera. He doesn't have great numbers against left-handed pitchers. So, I figured, let's take a chance and try to get a productive at bat, move the runners over, and he laid down. That bunt actually surprised me how good it was. It was like he does it every day. So he did a great job of getting that bunt down, and then, like you said, Elmer was able to, get the run in.
And you got Courtney Mack tonight. He's sort of done a little bit of a swingman role for you. Since he's gotten here, he's getting the start tonight. What do you expect to see from him?
Well, the one thing that I would like to see is more command. That's the main thing. You can't throw like 4 innings with 80 to 100 pitches. We can't have that. So if we have that, that means we're deep in counts, walks, whatever. And, so Courtney, I know he worked on it between starts, worked on some mechanical things to see if we can get a more consistent ball in the strike zone. So, that's what I'll be looking for mostly tonight. I know he's going to throw hard. His stuff is good enough as long as he keeps it in the zone.
And on the other side tonight, Daryl Thompson. He's had a recipe for success that's had him go a long way in this league. So what's the game plan offensively against him tonight?
For me, I sit on one pitch, right? I mean, I'm hunting for one pitch. He's going to give you some fastballs in there, but he likes to go with changeups and curveballs, and he'll throw any pitch anytime, and sometimes he'll go a hole at bat and not throw a guy one fastball. So, I just think when you go in there, you just have to say, all right, I'm hunting for something early. If I don't get it, then I just got to try to spoil whatever he's flipping up there until I get something that I can hit hard. But, he's smart. I mean, he's smart. He knows our hitters. We know him. So he's not going to give you the same look every at bat. So that's why he's successful, because he's not predictable, and he doesn't really tip any pitches. He's really good at what he does, and for his age, to still be doing what he's doing in this league, that just goes to show you he's smart. His stuff is still good. I mean, it's still good. So if it wasn't, hitters will tell you when your stuff isn't good, right? When you're getting blasted around the ballpark, the hitters are letting you know, well, the stuff's not that great, right? But Daryl, he doesn't get blasted around the ballpark, so he's a good guy. I like him a lot, and he's fun to compete against. He'll smile out there, and you'll see a lot of smiling tonight, I'm sure, between him and the hitters. It's just sometimes he tricks them, and sometimes they hammer him, right? So it's a fun give and take out there.
All right, Mace, thanks a lot. Good luck tonight.
Yep, thank you.
National Anthem tonight via electric guitar here at Peoples Bank Park. As we are just about set to go, Revs have taken the field. Here are the lineups tonight, brought to you by Flying V. For the Blue Crabs, who are 72-36 overall, 24-18 in the second half, now 3.5 behind Lancaster, but that would mean that they would face Lancaster in the postseason if it stays that way. They're already in. Jack Sundberg leads it off in left field. Michael Baca at shortstop hits second. Braxton Lee, the right fielder, will bat third. They've got David Harris in there tonight, cleaning up and DHing. Batting fifth and playing third base is Alex Crosby. Zach Collier, the center fielder, is hitting sixth. Joe DeLuca will catch and bat seventh. Jared Walker at first base is hitting eighth. And Ian Yetzko at second base bats ninth. Again, Sundberg, Baca, Lee, Harris, Crosby, Collier, DeLuca, Walker, and Yetzko, with Daryl Thompson on the mound. For the Revs, who are 48-61, second half mark of 17-26. They've got Troy Stokes Jr. leading it off in right. Elmer Reyes at shortstop will bat second. Hitting third and DHing is Talvin Nash. Cleanup man is first baseman Nelly Rodriguez. Malky Mesa in left field hits fifth. Jeffrey Perez at second base will bat sixth. Josue Herrera plays third base and hits seventh. John Nunez will do the catching and bat eighth. And Connor Lean in center field is hitting ninth. Again, Stokes, Reyes, Nash, Rodriguez, Mesa, Perez, Herrera, Nunez, and Lean, with Courtney Mack ready to make the start. Overall in the league this season, 1-1 with a 6.41 ERA in 11 outings, 3 starts. 2 of those starts have been with York. Also 2 relief outings with York. No record with the Revs. ERA is 6, 12 innings, 9 runs, 8 earned. The one area that he's struggled of late has been with walks. He's walked 14 in 12 innings with York, 25 in 26 2/3 overall in the league this season. It was his biggest struggle last time out, but will look to win a series tonight and have a good one as Sundberg digs in. Our Dasher Investment Services first pitch is right there for a strike. Underway tonight at 6:29. That's 2 nights in a row. We beat our mark. Here's the wind, the pitch, and it's a little bit high. Sundberg hitting at 264. He's now reached base safely in 26 consecutive games. Third in the league in steals with 38, only 3 home runs. Here's the pitch, and it is over for a strike. He's 6th in the league in walks, 7th in runs, top 10 in on base. And actually batting average wise, got off to a slow start. Did work walks, but now he's been hitting here lately as well. Pitch to him, he rips it, second base, one hop, Jeffrey Perez has it. Takes his time, short throw to first, and 1 up, 1 down to start the night. Revs in the home whites. Blue Crabs have gone back to the black jerseys tonight with white lettering and numerals, red trimming. Here is Michael Baca, who's hitting 217, 2 home runs, 28 driven in. And they move him up to the number 2 spot tonight. Pitch from Mack is high. They've got 5 position players on their bench. Stan Clyburn's mixed it up all 3 games in this series. Here's the 1-0, and a breaking ball just missed. Played on tonight is Doug McFarling. Dave Shirk at first, Marty Hassenfuss at third. Mostly overcast tonight. It's warm. There's the wind, the 2-0, and a swing and a pop-up out into shallow center. Perez out from second. He'll be called off by Lean, who hustles in, and Connor Lean in shallow center puts it away. Sun was shining most of the day, although I was in that office trapped on the phone with T-Mobile customer support. And it's all because Sprint merged, and I didn't ask them to merge, and it rendered our previous devices useless, and that's why the issue today. Here's Braxton Lee, who takes outside.
How inconsiderate.
But at least today, Jake, I could listen to Mace hearing him for the first time.
Yeah.
I didn't know what he had already said. There's the 1-0, and it's fouled off, third base side.
You also had some really catchy hold music. They definitely went away from the generic elevator type music when you're on hold.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was pop. It was the 1-1, and it is high and wide, just missed.
Some artists got their big break being the hold music for T-Mobile.
It's got to start somewhere. Mack winds, fires, and it's outside. Maybe that artist's arch rival does the hold music for Verizon.
Ooh.
Maybe I should call them tomorrow and find out.
Because they took the Can You Hear Me Now guy, Sprint did. So is he property of T-Mobile now?
I don't know. I lost track. I had been trying to keep track. Here's the 3-1, and a swing and a fly ball the other way and foul, headed out of play.
It's been a while since I caught up on the cellular marketing field.
Yeah. Well, hopefully tonight I can get home and turn on E, and maybe they'll be talking about it. Here's the payoff, and it misses down and in. Lee walks.
Did you listen to the trains last night?
No, I fell asleep with the Phillies replay on. No, that worked. 2-out base runner. Here's David Harris, who's been in and out of the lineup with a hip flexor issue. DHing tonight. He's 4th in the league in batting at .326. 13 homers, tied for 7th in runs batted in with 72, along with the guy on deck, Crosby. And Harris has been a menace when he has played against York. 10 for 18 with 2 homers, 9 RBIs. Pitch for Mack. It is over for a strike. No score, just underway tonight. Our weather brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. 89 degrees at the start. Now Mack deals and a swing and a rip left side. Sliding pick, Reyes to his left, right up to his feet and tosses to Jeffrey covering at second. Makes the pick on a hot shot, one hopper to his left. And a slick grab to end the top of the first. No runs, no hits, 1 runner left. At the end of a half inning, it's the Crabs nothing, the Revs coming up.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving the community for more than 155 years, always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make our communities great, and to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This summer, while lawns are growing, so are we at Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. Our team at Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care is growing, and we're seeking qualified candidates to grow with us. Join our world-class team-based environment and get your foot on the lawn of a new career with the leading provider of lawn care, tree care, and landscaping services in York, Adams, and Cumberland counties. Be part of our team. Find out more at heritagelawnandlandscape.com.
Hey, Fred, did you see that Shipley Energy was hiring CDL drivers?
Really? My buddy works there. He's been driving for them for over 20 years. Must be a nice place to work.
Yeah, I saw online that they're hiring